Here we are gonna talk about symbology and the labels. So firstly, I am showing you what I have loaded right here. I have loaded places, roads, and land use. If we see, each layer have some attributes inside. So for places we will work with a name, and for road also with a category, and for land use we are gonna use name also category. So let's get started firstly with symbology. If we see, for each layer we have an icon above. So if we click this icon, we can we can change the symbology right here by choosing, or by edit symbol, which we can choose different symbols. I'm gonna choose the cycle 3, and the color will be the yellow. The size I am just gonna make it smaller, and the size 12. So we see that all the points are changed now. This is a pretty fast way how to change the symbology. So if we want to change the symbology of land use, we just click the icon of land use and change it into blue. So now we change completely. But for having an advanced symbology, we have another option. If we right click to the places, we see there is a properties menu. In the properties menu there is a tab which is called symbology. In this tab we can have different kind of symbology for all kind of layers. So for lines, we already by default have chosen single symbol, but we can choose by category. We can define points by category with different layers, with different symbology for each point. For unique value, graduated color, graduated symbols, we can create charts for each point. We can create symbology by merging multiple value and category. So let's apply this. Apply this for roads. Right click to the road, properties, and now we will go to category and unique value. So for unique value we have to choose a field firstly. I'm gonna choose the field class, and now we can add all our values, or we can add value one by one. I just prefer to add all the value. We see that we now are listed all roads here, and if we apply this, we see that the road symbology is changed. Now to modify just one symbology, for example primary, I want to have it a red one, and the width more than the others, more visible. I just double click on that I want to change, and now we can change just this row, or by hitting the CTRL, or we can choose several layers, and we can change the properties just for these layers. If we see, we can change the properties just for these layers, or we can change the properties for all layers in just one command. If we click to the symbol, we see that there is properties for all symbols, or right click here and we have also properties for all symbols. Now let's change also trunks. And here we are. We have also roads have changed, but we see that the primary it is quite above the trunks, but in the map the primary it is not in front of the trunks, it is behind it. So to make this range here active also in the environment, we right click to the layer and we choose use symbol, use symbology levels. if we choose this, we see that the layer of primary now it is in front of trunk as we want it here, because if you want different, we just go to the rods properties, and we can move it, the primary, into the end, and now the primary will be on the bottom of all other layers, but we want the primary on the top. So let's leave it like this. Now the primary, it is visible, not the trunk. Now let's pass it into Polygon Symbology or landuse symbology. We double click on the layer name or right click properties, it is the same, and we go to the symbology. There is the same menu that we have seen before, and now I will go to category and unique value. For unique value for this field, I am just gonna choose the feature class, and here we have the color ramp. If we apply like this, we see nothing because we did not add the values. Now firstly we have to add all the values, and we hit apply. We see that all values are drawn with different colors, but this is quite confusing for us. So we want a ramp which may be normalized or maybe similar to each other. For this, I'm gonna choose the green ramp, and I will hit apply. Now we are much better. Now for all land use we have different symbology, but I don't want to show the border of each polygon because it misunderstood with rods. So we click the symbol or right click here and choose properties for all symbol, and now we can remove the border, the outline, or we can choose as no color the outline. It is the same, and we hit OK, and that we click OK. We see that now if we zoom in, we see that we have just the land use and the roads, no longer the border of each land use. So this is all for the symbology. This is pretty short because the symbology will have a lot of stuff right there. If you, when you will work on it, you will see that there are a lot of stuff that you can do with symbology. But now let's pass with a label. So now let's pass with the labels. For applying the labels here, we have a menu which is the labeling in toolbar menu. This toolbar, it has to do all the label with label manager, but I am not gonna use the label manager. If we see, we can change whatever we want into a label manager. So firstly let's change one by label manager, and then the second we will change by layer properties. So here we are gonna place the label of places. If we check this button, we see that the label will be applied. The label, it is Times New Roman 14 the size. Now and here there is the placement where the label is likely to be placed. So the first position, it is right on the top. We can change that, of course. We can put it on the point, a specified angle, an angle by rotation if we have a field rotation. But I'm not gonna change anything right now. We have scale range if we want to display the label just into a specific range, and we have also label style. Into a label style there are some predefined label by ArcMap. So I will choose the large city. for example, and apply, which is Arial 8. Now these labels are quite confusing because they are not seen quite well. So I want to have also an mask as a background label. Now for this I have to change the symbology, the symbol of layer, the symbology of layer. Now into edit symbol, here we can format all as we want the label. I am going to mask halo, and okay, halo is gonna be 2. Okay, apply. Now all labels have a halo as a background and are more visible. This is what I wanted to do. Now let's pass to the land use label. Let's zoom into an area where we can see the land use. Now if we click here into properties, or double click into layer name, we see that we have also a tab which is called labels. For this label, if we check the label feature and apply, and now for all feature is gonna show a label feature. Here we can use the field that we want for displaying, but arcmap, if it's find any name field, it's gonna display automatically that field. So we want the name, and it is okay, the name. We can also include any script for changing the layer or for doing something like that, which has a Visual Basic, JavaScript or Python. So we can inject scripts right here, where into labeling we did not saw this expression, was not into labeling, but it is right here. We have also a symbol that we saw where when we inputted the mask. We have placement properties. Now we see that the placement properties for polygons, it is changed. It is no longer the point. It is where we want to put the label. And I want to put it always straight inside of polygon. One label per feature, not one label per feature part. And I want to show just I want to place only the label inside of polygon, not outside of polygon. So for those small polygons, it is not gonna show any label this away. So if we see here, we have labeled just for big polygons. For those small parks or land use, it is not gonna show nothing. And I will change the color of the label into gray, because I now want to have highlighted those labels. And now we are done. We see that for parks, for big parks, we have a label. For small one, there is no label. And if we zoom in, the label is gonna be smaller and the square is gonna be bigger, so it is gonna show the label. But if we zoom out, all the label will be removed. And this is all what I have prepared for the labels. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. See you in the next tutorials. Goodbye.